Okay, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Guna Eagle Eye coming to you again with a brand new video. This time it is the preview, the game that we've all been secretly dreading, and how far have we fallen when we talk about a game that we're dreading, and it doesn't involve United, it doesn't involve Liverpool or City, it involves Leicester. Leicester's the game that we've been dreading. The game where, if truth be told, every Arsenal fan or most Arsenal fans are predicting arse whoopings. I can't say I could offer too much encouragement in that sense because even Ash, I hope you're good. I can't say I offer too much encouragement for the simple reason that I'm wary of this game as well. This game is pretty significant. It's a game that I've seen a lot of people talk about online as they don't know whether or not they are hoping for an Arsenal loss, as unbelievable as that sounds, or whether they're hoping for an Arsenal win. Because I guess people assume that if Arsenal lose, Emre's definitely a goner. And if Arsenal win, then the board will probably try and make excuses and keep it going until the end of the season. You will never, ever, ever see me wish for an Arsenal lot. I'm sorry, it's not in me. Whenever people ask the questions, it's a favorite chat room question. Oh well, if Arsenal, if it meant that Arsenal kept Emery tomorrow, would you have us win the game? Yes, I would. Not because I want Emery to stay, because if you're asking me, if the question is short of family being at risk, if the question is, would you rather Arsenal win and the other choice, short of my friends and family being the other choice, then yes, I'd pick an Arsenal win. I don't even understand why that's a debate. Why is that even a question? Do you know what? This guy. 1 second. Get on my nerves. So yeah, to me, it shouldn't even be a debate, and that's why I've decided to go with this particular option. I will always go with an Arsenal win, and yes, tomorrow does make me wary. I think Vardy's coming for us. If we're being honest, Leicester has a lot of things better than us. I'm not convinced their strikers are better. I know Vardy is Vardy. I'm not convinced their front line is better. I'm not. But midfield-wise, they are 100% a better team. Defensively, you can't argue with Leicester's numbers. Sionku has settled in beautifully. I think at this point, most people have my man in their team. And that is a player who we were linked with 2 years ago. Chilwell, I don't necessarily think is better than Tierney. I think they're probably about equal. And I think Tierney's ceiling is higher. But Chilwell is an excellent player. Excellent player. Whether you think Pereira is a better right back than Bellerin or Chambers, I would say he's definitely better than Chambers. And I think that's the comparison. For me, that's the interesting part of when you compare these two teams. It's a difficult situation that we're in because I do think it's going to take real focus and concentration to beat Leicester, even if we were at our best. And we are anything but at our best. Leicester are playing with an amazing amount of confidence. And they've been taunting us with the things they're saying. I saw Brendan Rodgers talking about why Vardy didn't join Arsenal. So I'm like, wasn't that like 3 years ago? Why are we still talking about this? So, I believe they're confident. Like I saw Maddison talking some shit earlier this week about how, there's going to be no mercy on Arsenal when they come to Leicester. This is Leicester, bro. I know they won the title 4 or 5 years ago because we were too crap to actually. We just basically opened the door and just let them walk into the title. But my word, like how have we fallen this badly where all of us are worried, are genuinely thinking we could get an absolute paste in here at Leicester? It's no longer we're going into this game probably quietly confident we'd win. No, we're thinking that we could get a pasting. I don't know. For me, I still hope we'll win, and I will get to my prediction. You know, I do this at the end, so I'll get to my prediction later on in the show. As my man says, thank you, Lundbergkamp. Good looking out. Please do stick a like on this video if you are enjoying yourself, and I will show you the team very, very shortly. So here's my thing. This is my team. I've really thought about this, and I made some controversial calls, but I actually just want to refresh and revamp that team a little bit and just give it a little bit of a boost. So I want you to keep that in mind as you look through these players and look through this team. Before I go into that, thank you to the amazing Mr. Gomez donating $10. He said, per your question the other day, I'm a health administrator resident for Sugarland, Houston suburbs, Texas. Fair play to you then, mate. Fair play to you. Health administrator, you're obviously doing something good. So thank you, my guy. Thank you, Manji. Right. Okay. Let's go into it. By the way, I should really put that up for a while. Let's go into it. So this is my lineup, right? Now, I want you to just be easy. Don't overreact. This is my lineup. There's some thought process to my madness. All right, here we go. Right. Hope you can see that. This is my lineup for the team. So I've tried to go with balance, and I've tried to also go with pace. I think you've got to respect Vardy, but they also have a very young midfield, a midfield that has pace, that has technical ability. And I think for that reason, I've tried to go with a defensive look that has a bit of pace. I know my man doesn't really, but I'm relying on him to get the ball to him reasonably quickly, or at least try and make runs from this guy and this guy. So just to explain to you what I've done here, for me, I took David Luiz out of the team. The idea of David Luiz versus Vardy makes me feel very uncomfortable. The one thing I would say for Socrates, he's not the slowest guy on the pitch. And I think he'll be able to get about and try and turn it into a bit of a scrap. And actually, for the last couple of games, Socrates has done okay. He's done all right. Ish. None of them have really, but I forget what I said. I think with Socrates, I just feel he's faster. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's merely in the team because he's faster than David Luiz. I'll be fucking real. Holding, I want to see him start more games. Yes, I've not been overly impressed with Holding since he's come back. I don't necessarily think he deserves his place back in the team based on what I've seen. Having said that, Holding always takes time to get back up to pace after an injury. Always. Takes him a good 10 games to get back up to speed. And I think when he is back up to speed, he's the best defender of the lot. Quote me. I don't care. Ching knows defenders. You know this. So that's what I think about Holding. Tierney, I think one thing he's shown, I'm a bit surprised in Tierney in that he doesn't get up as much as I thought. But I think that could be the way the coach is playing him. The coach is trusting him to do a defensive job. And he does it well, actually. He does it very, very well. It's a shame, and a lot of the reason why I wouldn't mind an attacking coach is I would love to see what Tierney's like in an attacking team. Because I think he'll be ferocious. But at the moment, Emre's telling him to just stay back. And you best believe, with Vardy on the pitch, he'll be asking him to do the same thing. I can't see Tierney defending too much. Sorry, attacking too much. I do, however, potentially see Bellerin supporting Pepe as much as possible. Now I've gone with Bellerin over what's his name, Chambers, purely on the basis I love Chambers. You guys know this. This is not the game to experiment with Holding and Chambers in the center of defense. And I think Bellerin, although I'm still not overly convinced about him as a player, will support Pepe. I do think Pepe misses a bombing right back. And although it looks like he's lost a little bit of pace, I still think he'll support him a lot better than Chambers will. And also, we've got to be aware of their pace. Maddison will be causing all sorts of problems. That kid has a little bit of turn of pace in him as well. I've stuck these two in the middle purely as someone to try and attempt to combat Tielemans and Ndidi. I mean, Ndidi will be more marshalling Ozil, but someone that can just combat with Tielemans a little bit. And just, I don't know, they might decide to pair the two with Parat, and in which case I would like to see these two just be aware. The one thing I would say for Guendouzi, I don't necessarily think he's a tackler per se, but he does draw the foul very well, does anchor the side. And I know when I say anchor, people look at that as a bad thing. Actually, I could see why you would need that in the team. Just someone that, and I hate using American expressions when I'm talking about football, but let's just be real here. You need someone who's just going to quarterback the team. You know, and yes, in an ideal world, you have someone like a Santi Cazorla. We have Guendouzi. And listen, for me, I think he gets a bad rap. I know I saw people slating him the other day when I said I thought he had quite a good game. I think he's just going to be one of those players that divides opinion. I think either you appreciate that type of player or you don't appreciate that sort of player. For me, I like him. I see enough in him where I feel like he'll get better. I think he's intelligent. I do think he has his off games. So for him, it's about building consistency. I think he'll relish this game. And I, especially with Granit Xhaka on his way out now, that job is solely his. So I need to see a performance from Guendouzi now. With Ceballos out, I have no choice. I have to play Mesut Ozil. It was between him and Willock, and I felt like we needed a little bit more guile and a little bit more attacking flair. Ozil, I don't know what to say about this guy, but one thing I will say, last couple of games I've seen him play, he was pretty good. We need one more from the Fortnite player. And I think provided we can do that, I think you may be able to unlock these two. And these two, people have been begging for these two to start for some time together. So let's see what they could do together. You notice I've taken Lacazette out of the team. I've taken him out of the team purely on the basis that he upsets the balance to the side and he ain't on form. So I ain't going to shoehorn him in because he's Lacazette. And you guys know I like Lacazette, but I'm also a realist. I will say this from Saka, though. I need to see a better performance from him. Because I almost went with Nelson. I'll be honest. I almost went with Nelson. So I want to see just a little bit better of a performance from Saka. Just because the last couple of games has been real quiet. But the one thing I will say for the kid, he works hard. He whips a left ball in. And he'll gain so much this season from this experience. So Saka for me on the left-hand side. And then Uber is our main guy. I know I've heard a lot of people say he's our captain, but I've heard a lot of people say, oh, well, you know, Uber, if he doesn't do anything, if he doesn't score goals, he doesn't do anything. And at this point of his career, yeah, to be honest, I've said that for a long time with Uber. But I think quite honestly, we're not even scoring goals at the moment. So he's straight up in the team just because he's the only one that seems to be able to score a goal when we do have an opportunity. So to me, he gets in the team. What do I honestly think? Even with this team, I can see us holding a pepper in. Not because they're that much better than us, just because I just feel as though the team, I don't know if it's a combination of giving up on the manager. I don't know if it's just the fact that they just don't understand the manager. They've played all season like they don't understand the messages that come out from him. And all in all, I actually think that Rodgers will be bang up for this game. Even though I still don't think he'd leave Leicester to become Arsenal man. I know a lot of people think that. I still don't think he will. But he'll be up for the game almost to make a point of, you should have had me when I was available. Or, well, technically, he wasn't available. He was with Celtic. But you should have had me when I wanted to come. And I think you'll get these players right up for it. Whether you think it's a Brendan Rodgers audition or not, those players will be right up for the game for one reason or another. Ndidi apparently has always liked Arsenal as a football club. Jamie Vardy almost joined us 3 years ago. Brendan Rodgers is someone, again, who, on hindsight, probably should have joined Arsenal a year and a half ago. So they're little stupid pocket reasons as to why these players will be up for it. Sionku was linked with us before he joined Leicester. Parat was linked with us before he joined Leicester. We have some weird connections there. So to me, I'm hoping for the best. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. I think if you put these guys on there, they'll fight at the very least. But I'm not hoping, but I'm not expecting necessarily a great result from this. So going back to my guy's question, what do I honestly think in terms of a scoreline? I hate predicting a lot. I hate predicting a loss. I hate it. Honestly, I think we're going to get a piping. If you want me to be honest, I think we're going to get a piping. I'll be real. I think we'll take a piping. I could see it being 4-1. If you want me to be real. If you want me to be real, I could see it being 4-1. Not to us either. just to be clear. It's my 40th birthday tomorrow. We're going to get battered. My advice, Ryan, have some drink by you. Have some drink by you. One thing is for sure, me and Lee will be doing a watch along on his channel. We'll attempt to make the pain a little less, but we're not confident. But we'll see what happens. To me, I think we'll get a pipe in, and that's that, really. That's that. To answer your question, Omar, my front three is Saka, Uber, Pepe, with the Fortnite player just behind them. I've actually decided to play her. If we lose 4-1, deported. I just think our midfield will get overpowered. That's the reason. Listen, Ozzy Gunnar, I always try to. I think this is, in my Arsenal channel career, this is the 4th time I've predicted a loss. I've had this channel for 3 years. I'm not in the habit of predicting losses. But at the same time, I will always try and be real with you. You know, the one thing you will say about me, I'm not one of these, deluded YouTubers that will try and gauge what the audience thinks before I have an opinion, or, will lie to you when I know damn well that we'll lose. I'll always be honest. And straight up, I'm going to be honest, we are taking a piping. But it is what it is. We'll be here for you. We'll comfort you. Brace yourself. It ain't going to be pretty tomorrow. You guys let me know what you think of this video. Please do stick a like on it. Crush, destroy. Please subscribe. I don't talk about subscribing enough. Please do subscribe to the channel. Growing ever so slowly, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're on our way to 7K. On our way to 7K. So please do stick a like on the video. And yeah, come and join me and Lee tomorrow on his channel. Go subscribe to him. He's ever so close to 30K now. My man is tantalizingly there. And that would be a major achievement for him in a year to get 30K. So do hit that subscribe button for him. We'll be on there. Then we'll be back on this channel to do a player ratings and preview. So yeah, I don't think I'm doing a watch along for KSI. I've seen someone ask that in the chat, but I might do a small review with Ola if he's about. or if he's at work, then I'll probably just do a small review. Let's do 3 minutes of questions, guys. 3 minutes. Yes, please. As if he says, please just stick a like on this video. Taib Hussein's in the house. Will our fans at Leicester's be singing? He's getting sacked in the evening. Man like Ash. Do you know what I mean? Straight up. Plumbers are coming to lay pipe. Straight up. Demore, that's the one. Demural, sorry. That's the one, yeah. Sionku, we should have bought him. I must admit, I was a bit skeptical, but seeing how well he's adapted to the Premier League, he's doing fantastically well for Leicester. And I think he's only like 23, 24. Gutted to have missed out on him now. Especially when you look at our defense. Pepe won't do anything tomorrow. Iffy, brother, you are 4th on my Pepe hating list that I'm coming for. As soon as we get a real manager that knows how to use him. You watch, you're 4th on the list. Slit Slut is in the house. With a name that is just makes everybody stutter. 7K is a massive following. You're right, Jake. You are right. To be honest, even 700 people following you is a big following. Like imagine 700 people in front of you and they're all fans of your shit. You're right. But believe me, and one thing I like about it, I suppose, don't get it twisted. I'm not going to front on you guys. I want this thing to be as big as possible. But the one thing that having 7K does is it allows you to have that intimacy of a relationship. You're not just a name that strolls on the screen that people ignore and don't pay attention to. I like to think that I have an idea of everybody's sort of quirks and behaviors and characters and stuff on here. So yeah. Don't know where I was going with that little rant, but yeah. Will Double Agent Louise play? Funny enough, I was just having this conversation in my group chat, and me and Lee are in that same group chat. Lee was proper sticking up for Louise. I'm like, bun his punk ass. I hated the signing. Anyone who's part of my channel knows when we did a welcome to Louise signing, I am the least enthusiastic person for it. Just because I just thought I've never been impressed with this guy, even when he was supposedly good. But now he's an old man. It's just like, what? Chig, how long do you think we could keep drawing and losing before Emre gets the sack? Well, I think Arsenal fans would be pretty disappointed if we get a whooping and he's still in the job after the international break. The international break just allows him to keep his dignity a little bit, be sacked, keep his dignity a little bit, then bring in who you want to bring in. But this is on the assumption that Arsenal are on the case and they are looking at candidates. I'm hoping that is happening. Because if we lose tomorrow, especially badly, them 2 weeks come and go and we still ain't done shit, I'm going to be very, 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 very annoyed. Very annoyed. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And that's the thing, Tom Gooner. When we were being linked with him, he was only 17 mil. 19 mil, it's just like, all right, cool. He's a Turkey international. And at the time, he was 22. I don't understand why we didn't go for him. I think he's like 24 now. I remember Mems was proper going on about this Sionku guy. And I was thinking, okay, let's see what he's about. But I can see he's a decent player. What, sleet, slate, slut, slat? I probably said that the wrong way. Sleet, slat, slit, slut. YouTube, that is not my fault. That is actually his name. I want you to know that. Why can't we get Ndidi? Because Leicester are smart and they'll probably value them at like 60 million. Emery ain't going nowhere to the end of the season. I bet you he doesn't last the season. I bet you now he doesn't last the season. My concern is that it will take so long for Arsenal to actually sack him that we may need to write off this season. But I bet he doesn't last the season. Gosh damn. I hope our players get plenty of lube ready. It will make less painful when we get bent over and effed right up the backside. Would I start Ozil? Yes, I did. In my 1 to 11, Ozil made it. Is he, Ash? Okay. I think that speaks more about him wanting to get his name out there than actually wanting the manager out. Just putting it out there. We need to get Big Salmon. This is the 4th time I've heard this comment in about a week. Stop saying that. We are not relegation fodder. Mr. Morton, I'm good, man. I hope you're well. Do you think the summer transfer window was overrated? We were so gassed. Yeah, we didn't even fix the defense. On hindsight, Omar, yeah. On hindsight. That I do agree with, Majib. I 100% agree. For me, I wouldn't want Luis Enrique. I know a lot of people like the idea of Luis Enrique. Not for me. Lots of people like the idea of looking low. Not for me. I'd be okay with Allegri. Less enthusiastic than I was 18 months ago about him. Eddie Howe, for me, I think would be an interesting dark horse, but I'd be lying if I told you it was in my top 5 picks. And I'll put Wolves manager in that same category as well. Jose Mourinho would be my 5th choice. I really don't want him. But at least for 18 months, things will be rosy. Gary Neville. No, thank you. I'd still get Freddie. Freddie's the easy fix to the end of the season and then reevaluate. See what else is out there. Because to be honest, if you want me to be real, my choice would be get Eddie in and then get him in. That would be the way I do it. So you get Eddie, you bring in, you just say to him, listen, this ain't a permanent job. This is just you just showing us what you got. With the view of you're negotiating with my man, Ten Hag. And then that's the one. That's the way you do it. And by getting Ten Hag in, you might be able to actually finally get Ziyech in. That's my dream. That's the one I want. Oh, man. Mind you, the last time I said that, we got Pepe. Listen, I ain't giving up on Pepe. I'm not giving up on him. Next season, I will be judging Pepe. This season, under this manager, he's got a pass from there. Yeah, but I've heard about 8 names that are definitely going to Bayern, so we'll see. I agree with you about Pepe. That Raul's looking like, Martin. That would be the dream choice. 100%. I don't know, Mike. It's a little bit early for that. Let's see. Listen, I was very skeptical about Raul as well, but let's see. Because for me, I find it interesting that the rumors that you're getting is, the board are going to look to give him to the end of the season. But I don't know about you. I have not yet seen a statement from the board that says that they 100% back Emery. I'm not seeing that, which is usually the thing you see when a manager's under pressure, which in itself I find is quite interesting. So I'm not yet damning the board just yet. Not quite yet. Ask Lee. He lives in Spain. I'm sure it ain't that far to Madrid. Ask Lee. He's closer. We need Bob the Builder with all the shit we have to fix. Very true words, Aussie Gooner. Very true words. All right, guys. Literally 2 more minutes. I'm out of it. 2 more minutes. I will do a hard stop. So 10:40. I'm out of here. Okay. Yeah. After, see, that's the thing, Stuart. After this experience, we need an English speaker, please. That's the other reason I'm a little bit lukewarm on the Allegri thing. So it's like, all right, this is a world-class guy, but he still can't communicate with the players. Oh, by the way, just so you know, so Simeone is the dream choice. He's my number 1 choice. We ain't getting him. Option number 2 is Freddie to the end of the season. That's my second choice. My third choice, Rafa Benitez. Quote me, I don't care. That's my third choice. My fourth choice would be Ten Hag, or however you spell it, from Ajax. I think he's the Ajax manager. He's the Ajax manager, right? Wait, let me not say his name. The Ajax manager is my fourth choice. And then fifth choice is Jose Mourinho. Straight up. That is my 5. But you're right. I don't think he does. But I bet you any money, someone like Xhaka, you're grips up by the neck. I know Xhaka's more or less off, but you're grips up by the neck. And I ain't gonna lie, I like that. Plus, he'd sort out the defense. For some reason, I think he'd get his message across better than Emery. I just think he will. Oh, for sure. It's a chore these days. We didn't used to be like that, though. But it is a chore these days. Oh, but Lumberkamp, I said this to you before. This is my worry about Arsenal. We wait too long to pull the trigger. Meanwhile, we see other managers come and go. And Klopp being the prime example. If you gave me a clean slate and we go all the way back to maybe 2015, when the Klopp joined Liverpool, I think it was 13 he joined, right? 2013 when Klopp joined. Really and truthfully, I think it was when Wenger won that first FA Cup. That was where he should have bounced. And then you bring Klopp in, and then Klopp would have been working to transform the team. And we would have been in a lot better position than we are now. Who will replace Xhaka if he leaves? I don't think we'll get the replacement in January. I think we're more likely to get it in the summer. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see who. But I think Xhaka will leave on loan as well. Agreed, Mr. Woods. Agreed. I don't think so. I honestly don't, Iffy. I honestly don't. Mourinho would be my first choice. Well, I think we'll agree to disagree on that. But anyway, you guys let me... Oh, one more question. Hold on. Wenger should have left when King Henry left like he said he would. Interesting. You guys, please do continue to crush that like button. Thank you so much for watching me on a Friday night, especially late on a Friday. So, yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Please do like it so that when people who are out and about find the video, they can see it, they pay attention to it, and then they watch it and enjoy it. So please do stick a like on the video. Starboy, have I missed a donation or have I missed a comment? One sec. That is very interesting. Very interesting. Sounds good to me. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Please do enjoy your night. Take care. I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.